From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Hazleton police arrested one man following a report of a burglary in progress late Thursday night. Alejandro Echevarria was found in the area of 2nd Street and Boone Court. Echevarria was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for overnight arraignment on numerous charges, including possessing instruments of a crime, tampering with physical evidence, loitering and prowling at night, as well as possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Police Chief Jerry Speziale saying that anyone that attempts to violate the law and disturb the peaceful citizens of Hazleton will be dealt with and face the justice system. My recommendation, he went on to say, to leave the criminal element in Hazleton to leave or face being arrested and jailed. The Luzerne County coroner determining an inmate's death as accidental. Joan Rosengrant died July 7th from several prescription drugs that had accumulated in her body due to a medical condition. The coroner, Bill Lissman, said that there wasn't evidence that Rosengrant was stockpiling pills. He also stated that Tricia Cooper's death, July 31st, was due to asphyxia by hanging. He ruled her death a suicide. The Office of Inspector General filed welfare fraud charges against 66 people between June 1st and June 30th. The restitution owed the Commonwealth in these cases totaling over $206,000. According to the release, June's charges include a case of more than $22,000 in SNAP fraud in Altoona and 2 cases of more than $8,000 in SNAP fraud in Franklin and Washington counties. Locally, 29-year-old Rosemine Cherry of Wilkes-Barre in Luzerne County charged with SNAP fraud for just over $5,000. 35-year-old James Hebrick of Port Carbon, Schuylkill County charged with just over $2,000 in SNAP fraud. Also charged in Luzerne County, that Darlene Cherry we mentioned before, an additional charge of over $1,000 in fraud. If convicted, the maximum penalty they face, 5 years in prison, a fine of $10,000, plus mandatory disqualification from the benefits program they defrauded. UGI workers repairing a gas leak near the intersection of Church and 20th Streets in Hazleton. According to Hazleton Fire Chief Sean Jones, it was around 3 o'clock that a contractor accidentally struck a pipeline in front of 931 North Church Street while putting up an orange safety fence. UGI responded in minutes to repair the pipeline. People were evacuated from one house on the scene. Church Street was closed between 19th and 20th. There was about a half-hour delay in traffic. Those streets have since reopened. Fire crews were dispatched to a 2-alarm fire at a Sugarloaf home Thursday night. The Sugarloaf Fire Department put out the 2-alarm blaze on La Rock Road within 15 minutes. It got its start in the basement, but crews put it out before it extended to the first floor. It all started while the family was having dinner. They smelled smoke coming from the basement. They grabbed their pets and evacuated the building right away. Sugarloaf's Deputy Fire Chief Kevin Buss says that some storage containers in the basement caught fire. There was minimal smoke and water damage to the structure of the home.
It did not go up into the living area, although there was heavy smoke pushing out of the structure upon our arrival. No one was injured. If the family needs assistance, of course, we'll be glad to make arrangements for them.
As of Thursday evening, Buss said there was no word on what caused that fire. A fire marshal would be called in to make that determination. An ethics complaint has been filed against Congressman Lou Barletta by the Pennsylvania Democratic Party. Barletta answered questions about a possible run for Senate during an interview with a Wilkes-Barre-based TV station earlier this week while in his district office. The complaint was filed Wednesday, citing that a taxpayer-funded district office cannot be used to conduct a campaign or political activities. The Democratic Party spokesman, Max Steele, noted that during the interview, the seal of the United States Congress was seen in the background, stating that it was a violation of the House Code of Official Conduct. Barletta's campaign strategist said that the complaint is a pure political maneuver, and Barletta did nothing wrong. Barletta plans to make an official announcement as to whether he will run against Democratic Senator Bob Casey in the near future. Another one of those involved in a scheme to defraud more than $420,000 from Mohegan Sun Casino in Plains Township was sentenced today. Mark Heltzel of Dallas sentenced to 18 months in federal prison. The 52-year-old pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering earlier this year. It was last month that Robert Pellegrini of Fairview Township was sentenced to 32 months in a federal prison, and Rochelle Plasnuzny of Kingston is awaiting sentencing. Prosecutors say that Plasnuzny was a cocktail waitress and got player ID numbers, then turned them over to Pellegrini, who created players' cards and in turn gave them to Heltzel. The three split any winnings. The Hazleton Area School District hired teachers yesterday, many of whom will be filling slots for full-day kindergarten. Full-day kindergarten returning this year after going to half-days last year. Meanwhile, interviews to replace Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler continue as well. He's leaving to become the superintendent at Saucon Valley School District in Northampton County. Meanwhile, classes in the Hazleton Area School District get underway August 28th. The city of Wilkes-Barre ended last year with a deficit. It spent around $1.7 million more than it brought in. The city also incurred around $1 million in cleanup costs after the March blizzard. If it doesn't receive funding for the added expense, it would then have to come from the general fund balance, which has been depleted by the deficit. The city's expenditures totaled $43.6 million, while revenue was $42 million. Wilkes-Barre asked for help from the state through its early intervention program. The city has already restructured its long-term debt and is now working with a consultant to help improve the city's finances. Coming up on WYLN News, a donation will make additional parking available in one community. Plus, time is running out if you owe the Pennsylvania Turnpike money. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
The president and CEO of Yingling & Sons has pledged a donation of up to $2.8 million to help Pottsville City build a new parking deck at the Mahangtango parking garage. The announcement was made at the Pottsville Parking Authority meeting Friday that Richard Dick Yingling will make the donation. Pottsville's Mayor James Muldowney said Yingling approached the city with the offer. Yingling does not want anything for the donation. The mayor said DG Yingling & Son is a success in large part because they never forgot who they were and where they came from. An engineer for the Parking Authority said bids will go out in the spring and the deck will be completed by the end of 2018. The parking deck was closed last year. If you're a customer of the Hazleton City Authority, good news, your rates will not be going up this year. Thursday night, the board voted on their $10.2 million budget that does not call for any increases for water usage. The spending plan projects $6.4 million in revenue from residential customers, another $1.64 million from commercial customers, and about $700,000 from industrial customers. The budget states operating expenses total about $5.37 million. Those who use Hazleton Public Transit now have a way to know where on the route their bus is. At their new website, www.ridehpt.com, there's now an app called Where's My Bus? By clicking on it, you can find out in real time if the bus you're waiting for is on time or delayed. Information on the site for the 14 regular routes is available for both mobile and desktop devices and in English and Spanish. You can also sign up for bus route alerts and receive text or email messages. Pennsylvania's state treasurer authorizing a short-term $750 million line of credit to keep the state's general fund from dipping into the negative. Treasurer Joe Torsella says that the state hasn't had to borrow that much so early in the fiscal year in 25 years. Motorists who owe the Pennsylvania Turnpike back tolls and fees only have a few more hours to pay up or risk having their registration suspended. The partial toll amnesty program ends at 7 o'clock this evening. The Turnpike Commission says over 10,000 violators owe more than $17 million. Coming up on Oneida's News Choice, Community and You has details on a train ride fundraiser, plus just some of the things to do this weekend. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Look at how wide that is. Green flag waves and we're underway.
Here he comes. Pushes out the lead, but is immediately challenged.
Bring it home. Woo! Coming to the checker, my man. Yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts August 25th on WYLN. We're your local network.
Meet Granny Rita and welcome to the WYLN kitchen. Watch as she whips up some amazing ethnic dishes just like your grandma used to make. Granny's Kitchen, only on WYLN TV 35.
We are here in Mountaintop. With me is Michelle Riley, and she is going to tell us about a very exciting event that's coming up, but you have to get your tickets now, right?
Yes, Paula, we have for the third time our STEAM train excursion, leaving here from Mountaintop at Penobscot Train Yard and heading down to Jim Thorpe for the day. It's a beautiful, beautiful trip. Sold out in the past, so you need to get your tickets now.
Now, you're with the Rotary Club here in Mountaintop.
We are, and this is one of our main fundraisers, and it's been a huge, huge success, and everyone seems to love it. We have the parking available right here at the Mountaintop Host Company #1, and you start parking around 7:30 a.m. We start boarding the trains at 8:30 a.m. and then we leave 9 o'clock for Jim Thorpe. You can go shopping, go to restaurants. There's so much to do there all day long. The historical museums, the prison, the Asa Packer Mansion, lots of fun things. Then we will be heading back onto the train at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon to start boarding. It departs at 3:30 and then we get back into town sometime after 5 o'clock.
Now, this is a big fundraiser for you, and tell us about your organization.
Oh, we do so much here. The money goes right back into the community to support these fire companies and police companies and the libraries and many different functions at the school, adopted grandparent nursing homes. It just all goes back into the community. It's a really wonderful organization. The Rotary Club has been around since 1989. We just had charter night and inducted our newest president, Joe Golvis, so she's excited. She'll be talking about the farmers market, which we also sponsor and put together every year. Lots going on with the Rotary Club here in Mountaintop.
And when you're talking about something like this now, how long have you been doing the train excursion?
Well, this is the third time we're doing it. We have sold out at 620 passengers in the past. And last year we did it in July. It was a hot, hot day. This year, September 9th, it's going to be a little bit cooler out, maybe a better time of year for people to be available from, summer vacations. And you can get tickets on sale right now at the Triangle Pharmacy here in Mountaintop, or you can go to Eventbrite. We have them sold on Eventbrite. We have a website set up for the RotaryTrainRide.com. Check us out on Facebook as well, Rotary Club of Mountaintop on Facebook. All of these avenues will get you tickets. They will not be on sale the day of, so you need to get them in advance.
Can you hear that? I can hear that. Wait a minute. The trains leave them without it.
Right on cue, yes. Wait a minute.
Now, as far as the day of the event, you mentioned the fact that parking is available here at with 600 people. Wow.
We have buses actually that take you, it's not even a mile down the road to the station, but you do need to park here. No other choice, no other options. The buses will take you back and forth, as well as after we return, the buses will be there waiting to bring you back to your vehicle.
Great.
We usually get everybody processed very quickly.
All right, I know you're going to be able to handle this, so I want you to look right out there and tell them, Michelle, get your tickets?
Get your tickets now, today.
And where do they do that?
Triangle Pharmacy here in Mountaintop, Eventbrite online, RotaryClubTrainRide.com.
All right, you ready? We're going to go try and catch that train.
Let's do it. Thanks, Paula.
Thank you.
So much.
And we'll see you again on Community and You.
Where are my customers? I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
Do you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online? Call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcast television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on a storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Who said there's nothing to do? We're going to start out with it being a multicultural weekend in Wilkes-Barre. The inaugural Multicultural Parade and Festival starts tomorrow. The parade steps off at 11 a.m. at South Main and South Streets and winds its way to Public Square. Then there begins a two-day multicultural festival on Public Square. Saturday, they'll be there till 9 p.m., Sunday from noon to 8. The weekend will feature plenty of food varieties as well as entertainment. And it is festival season for churches across northeastern Pennsylvania. And St. Joseph's Church Italian Festival in Berwick, just one of the many that will be kicking off this weekend. The festival taking place on the church grounds on Monroe Street in Berwick. It's held from 4 to 9 today and Saturday, and then noon to 4 on Sunday. There will be kids' games, a basket raffle, money raffle, entertainment, and of course, plenty of Italian great food to choose from. Once again, St. Joseph's Church, just one of many church festivals taking place this weekend. Golf lessons will head up the annual Sunnycrest Memorial Tournament, and they are still looking for some golfers. The tournament is in its 30th year. All the proceeds from the tourney will go to charity in our area. If you'd like to take part, all you have to do is log on to www.sunnycrestmemorial.com and register. The tournament is a 4-man captain and crew with a shotgun start at 11 a.m. There are a number of prizes to be awarded along with breakfast and lunch. And if you would like more information, you can go to their website. And again, that is coming up on Saturday, August 19th. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Oscar Castro, an athlete, a student, a very busy young man who has started to integrate good chiropractic care in his workout routine. It's helping him to stay strong and fit, and he's going to tell you all about it this week. Join us.
WYLN 35 presents Downtown Hazleton's Car Cruisin' live August 11th at 6:30. Join WYLN TV's Gary Perna for a live half-hour special exploring the Downtown Hazleton Car Cruisin'. WYLN, we're your local network. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
You pay attention to candidates for the executive and legislative branches of government, but do you know much about the people running for judge? You should. This week on The Storm, get to know Craig Stedman. He's the current district attorney of Lancaster County, and he's running for a seat on Pennsylvania Superior Court. This week, only on WYLN 35.
WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts August 25th on WYLN. We're your local network.